Hey guys, Mr. Macy here. Hope you're doing well. Happy Wednesday. Hey, spring break is almost here. 3 more days until spring break. Please keep working hard. Get as much done as you can. My goal for you guys is that you're on top of things and that you're all caught up going into spring break so that you can enjoy the time and spend some time with family, maybe go on vacation, maybe sit around and hang out, really just do whatever it is that you need to do to rejuvenate yourself and get prepared for the final 8 weeks of school after spring break. Guys, the spring break, that's really a sign that the semester is moving along and that we're getting kind of close to the end here. What that means is that if you're doing well, if you're on top of grades and your scores are where you want to be, then keep it up. Keep working hard. The end is in sight. What it means if you're behind is, guys, now is the time to kick it into gear. It's going to be really hard to catch up if you have a ton to do if you keep waiting till after this. So please kick it into gear now and do as much as you can. Get in touch with me ASAP if you need to make a plan for how to catch up. I'm more than happy to help you from now until Friday. I won't be available over spring break. You'll still be able to do work, current work or old work. You'll still be able to do that over spring break, but you won't be able to get in touch with me. So I really recommend get in touch with me now and let me know how I can help you. Also, on that note, guys, if you're behind, please use spring break as a time to catch up. This is, it's kind of almost like a lifeline to you. Make sure you get in a break as well, but it can be a good time to catch up on work. So into the curriculum here. Here we are, Unit 7, Session 2. So you can see the way that I've set this up, Unit 7 starts on Wednesday, March 20th. So we've got Wednesday, Thursday, Friday to work on these activities. Then you've got spring break. So again, my expectation is that unless you're behind, you hopefully don't need to do anything over spring break. I'm not expecting you to do anything. You can finish this whole session before spring break if you want, and then we wrap it up the last 2 days after spring break. So that Monday and Tuesday takes us to April 2nd. Tuesday, April 2nd is the due date for session 2 here. And then we will have sessions 3 and 4. Those will bring us to the end of Unit 7, the Exploring Transformations unit. So in this video, I want to tell you just a little bit about the unit overall. We went over this a little bit with session 1, but I want to tell you just kind of a little bit more what we're going for in Unit 7, and then there'll be another video embedded on the slides about the assignments themselves. So guys, a little bit about Unit 7. So what are we going for here? Transformations. The idea here is what is the same and what is different over time in literature. If we look at the history of literature, kind of all the way back to the beginning of the Western tradition with the Greeks and the Romans, there's a number of things that all the way from then until now are similar. So, some similar themes, some similar patterns, word choice, those kind of things. There's also some things that are different, both over time and throughout different types of literature, different genres of writing. So that's kind of what we're looking at here. As you saw in Unit 1, Session 1, we began to look at some of the similarities and differences, and we'll continue doing that in Session 2 here, when we're going to look particularly at poetry and dramatic dialogue. So 2 genres of literature, and the goal of Session 2 is to do some activities where you, again, look very closely first at poetry and then at dramatic dialogue, and explore what are some good reading techniques within those genres. So if we go to the key bullet points here, first one, language is dynamic and changes over time, place, and situation. So like I said, some things are the same. There's some commonalities, but many things change as well. If we look at time, place, situation, and we mean by situation or using a different genre, language changes. If you read Shakespeare, the language in Shakespeare, it's a lot different from the way that we talk now. Next point, listening, speaking, and nonverbal cues are important aspects of communication. So this, guys, is big to keep in mind, that communication, it's not just the words, it's also how they are delivered. So please keep that in mind. Some essential questions, things that we'll be kind of thinking about in this unit. How do the time periods, places, and situations impact the way that language is spoken or written? So as you're going through these exercises this week, looking at poetry and again at dramatic dialogue, think about how the time period and place affects the spoken or written language. Next question. Why does it matter that language changes over time and place? Why does that matter? Why is it significant? We'll get into that. It definitely is. And also, why does it change? Why does that language change? Another thing to keep in mind, how can you analyze nonverbal cues from your audience? So that's something that we'll be looking at here. If you're giving a presentation, how can you analyze nonverbal cues from the audience? And also, how do verbal and nonverbal aspects of communication interact with another? You know, just watching me in this video, you can see I'm doing some verbal cues by the things I'm saying, but I'm also using some nonverbal cues as far as gestures and those kind of things. If you think of more of kind of a classroom teaching experience, those things probably come to mind. So, guys, that's kind of the overview of the week. As always, be in touch with me. If you submit late work, let me know. So that it can be graded. And guys, reach out to me however you can. Schoology message, email, phone call, text message. You can see phone number right over here, email address right here as well. Guys, like I said, it's time to roll. I want to help you succeed, and I appreciate your hard work.